Alrighty guys, welcome back to another one. It's starting to get a little cool here in eastern Kentucky, but we'll be shooting this 28 gauge today. The load is pretty cool really. It's 26 grains of little gun, the HV 28, 13/16 ounce of bismuth, and original buffer. The bismuth is what makes it kind of cool. But we're going to step up here to about 30 yards and see what it don't do.
I forgot to write it on the hull, but that is a once fired Fiocchi and a Fiocchi primer. And that gun does have the full choke in it.
Yeah, I'd say close to 30. That cluster of trees right there beside us is
The fork tree.
30.
Right here, this cluster of trees. Actually, that plate right there, you're right in line with it. That is probably exactly where 30 yards is. We have a rangefinder, but...
Okay. Anyways, let's see what happens here. Safety off. I really like this little 28 gauge. That looks pretty good. I'll let him explain that one.
See, this gun is greatly overgassed. It's even worse with 3-inch shells, but you can see it ripped right through the rim right there. Now, like I mentioned, with 3-inch shells, it pretty much destroys the hulls half the time. The Hatfields are not good guns, guys.
It might have patterned a little bit high and right, or that might have been me. I don't know. Anyways, all in all, it's not a bad pattern for what size shot is that?
Number 4.
All right, that's big pellets then, and
yeah,
not a whole lot of weight. It is, but it ain't. Anyways, I feel like that's still a pretty good pattern.
Yeah, 7/8 ounce load of 4 bismuth. You're probably not going to get, well, obviously you're not going to get great density at 30 yards, but guys, what's here is not bad at all. I would feel pretty comfortable taking that waterfowl hunting. You guys may not, but I would. I think it's pretty decent. Alrighty guys, just wanted to show you something with the Hatfield. This piece right here is, well, I'm going to call it the gas piston right now, but you see this ring? Whenever you fire a lead load that's over 7/8 ounce at, I don't know, 1250 FPS, it blows the ring off and it gets stuck right here where my thumbnail is. And that causes the gun to not work anymore. If we shoot these 3-inch shells right here, we shot about half this box, well, you can see these are a 3-inch 1 1/16 ounce 1200 FPS of number 6 shot lead. These are Fiocchi Golden Pheasants. Well, those have never cycled past 1 round in this gun. What happens with those is, like you saw a second ago, the extractor tears through the rims of these and sometimes even blows the primer out. It's not the load, it's the gun. Okay, so these 1 ounce Federals right here, we've shot a few of these, and, well, it doesn't cycle them. All it does is blow the ring off, but it doesn't blow the primer out or tear through the rim. These Federals are a little bit tougher than the Fiocchis. I'd assume the same thing would happen with these 1 ounce Winchesters, but we haven't shot any of these. These are compression formed hulls, and these are just basically collector's item. I don't know. But these are 1 ounce at 1220, and it jams almost every single shot with these. You would think that with the heavier loads, this gun would cycle every single time, but no, it only cycles the standard 28 gauge load, 3/4 ounce lead, 1200 to 1300 FPS. It has almost no issues with those. The issues come with the heavier loads, the 1 ounce 2 3/4, or the over 1 ounce 3-inch shells. That's the only time this gun ever has issues. For the past 3 weeks, we've been shooting a lot of clays with this gun right here. And this gun is one of the best clay shooting guns we've ever, shot. We pretty much keep the full choke in this gun. And guys, at 20, 30, 40, even 50 yards, shooting clays with this thing is like breathing air or drinking water. It's so easy. It's a great squirrel gun. It's a great rabbit gun. Actually, me and Josh love this thing, but you can't feed it anything over 3/4 ounce at 1300 FPS. It does work with the 7/8 ounce loads, but they need to be 1200 or slower. Or that ring right here is being blowed out of its channel, and, well, that just jams the gun up, which is no good. A 7/8 ounce load of bismuth takes up the same volume as a 1 ounce load of lead, or right close to it. And that load should have been moving 1300 FPS, so that's why. It blew the ring off. I didn't show you guys that on camera, but it did blow the ring off. And it ripped right through the rim. Didn't blow the primer out, but yeah, this gun's no good with heavier loads. If you just want something cheap to shoot clays with, well, or maybe shoot some rabbits or squirrels, this gun's great for that, but anything else, no. You need to get a better gun, like a Benelli Super Black Eagle 3. There's also quite a few doubles and over-unders out there in 28 gauge, with a 3-inch chamber if you want those even. But, yeah, the Hatfield's not a very good gun. Now, to speak more about this pattern, I think 30 yards is probably the max distance with this load, 7/8 ounce load of 4 bismuth. It's a little bit patchy at 30, but if you want to use an extra full choke, well, you could probably push it to 35-40. Now, in my opinion, if you're hunting 28 gauge with waterfowl, you might want to go with a TSS shot here, or maybe a TSS bismuth blend. That would probably work a lot better. Some 8-shot TSS or 7.5 shot TSS blended with the 4 bismuth would probably make a really good load. It would certainly get the pattern density a little bit higher. If you don't want to use lead shot for stuff like rabbit, squirrels, quail, dove, well, I feel like number 6 bismuth would be a very good choice for this load. Now, that being said, using a TPS wad from Ballistic Products with this load right here, the one that we patterned, that would also drive the pattern density up a lot. But anyway, guys, I think I'll end this one here. Thanks for watching.